So we're going to talk about what it's like to have a friend at 30 years old, yeah? I got a friend who I had a friendship of 20 years, yeah? We argued one time and I realised how much I valued that person within my life just in general, so I nipped that in the bud. It was kind of me acting out on like something, how I felt, but I had to express it with him, and my friend gave me the time to be able to talk about it, but also to be able to rectify it as well, because we're grown, we're not young anymore, innit? But once we had that out, I feel that our conversations are a lot clearer, because you have expectations of your friends and they have expectations of you, right? So you only have to be 100 with them so they can be 100 with you. And I feel that a lot of people wonder how a friend should be at this present point in life, whether it's 5, 10, 15 years. I think for me, once people get to like 20 years, you become like an additional member of the family, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but people who are your friends that are not as happy for you as you are for them when it comes to something which they've done. Maybe they got a new car, you're excited to see it, you're going to be happy for them because they grinded hard to get that, innit? And you know, money don't come easy nowadays, so you're going to be excited for them, right? You want the same type of energy when you get a car. You don't want to hear them say, oh, what this? It's alright. What do you mean it's alright? Are you for real? You want them to be as excited as you are, but again, you might catch someone on their off day, or it might be whatever day for them, so therefore they're not really that excited about it. But you note those things about your friends because you say to yourself, how can you not be as happy for me as I am for you? But you're different people at the same time, innit? You've got to understand that, and most of people understand the temperature of their best friends or the people who they call their closest friends, right? So when you're understanding these people who you've classed as your close friends, whether they're being happy for you, whether they're sharing experiences with you, whether they're always probably thinking about you at some point or being mindful of you, right? When I mean mindful, I mean like people all go through things at different points in life, right? So you might go through a financial difficulty time where your money's not up, your bread's not up. If your friend tells you, boy, you should just get your money up, you know, like me, I just got my money up. Yeah, but I need help. Yeah, but there's no advice, or I don't need a lecture. I need someone to be able to assist me a little bit. Oh, but I can't help you. Okay. It will make you think twice about who's your friends, right? Let you get into a situation where you go to jail or something like that. You will find out who's your friend, because they will write you or they will not contact you in ways which, you know, you only got a certain amount of numbers you can put on the phone. I know about these things. I've watched TV shows, you know. So you now see who are your true friends, and your parents will always kind of show you who your friends are just by the way how sometimes people will treat you. And that should mean something to you as well, because these things, even though we want to be in this group, friend group, or we want this person to be tight with us, we want my man to rate you, or want that person to be cool with you, or you want that to be your girl brethren, other people can see how they move around you and how their energy is towards you as well, because that always matters as well. You know, I've had people who I've classed as close friends, and maybe when I needed stuff or when I needed someone to talk to or someone there, they weren't there because they got their own lives. But if you always express the same level of love to them, or express, this is my guy, like, and when you needed him to be your guy, he weren't there for you, that ain't your friend, innit? That's just someone who you're super acquainted with. Do you get it? Like, sometimes you got to de-promote people from those positions because you ain't that tight. And that's just a reality thing at a certain point in your life. Like, if you get invited to someone's wedding, do you get it? Are you getting invited to the to the sit down and the meal and the everything, or you getting invited just to the end party? Do you get it? It allows you to understand where you rank in the friendship. I know it's a trivial thing to look at in life, but it's true at the end of the day. You know, I've realised that myself from having different levels of friendships with people, which are based about different things. You know, some of them might be based around just making money, so that person's not really going to shout at you because they feel that you're not getting bread like them anymore, so they don't need to be shouting you. They know they don't need to call you when they're going shopping, because I'm laughing because I'm saying they're not shopping at the same place as you anymore. You're shopping at Zara, they're still doing New Bond Street. You understand? It is what it is. Again, they're just closed, but you know, they don't want to go to them other stores. You do. Hence why they're not going to roll with you right now. But if you was doing something which was very similar, it would make sense for you two to roll. But when it comes to friendships, we're all not going to divide on just because of those little trivia little things like, oh, you're going Zara, I'm going Gucci, and you know, you still have a common ground to be able to get along with, because I have friends that I went to school with who we just have just general chit chat and just chat, ask man how you doing and all that. If we can try and link up for food, that's always important, because I feel that you make memories sometimes at restaurants, you know, and it's just nice way for you to share some time and eat some food basically. So those people who make those times, I think for me at this time now, make more sense, and I still always remain in my friend category just because we make time for each other, innit? I think that whole making time for each other is necessary, because with your friend group or someone who you class as your friend, yeah, you want to tell them certain things, which you could tell them over the phone, but it won't have the same type of impact, innit? If you know someone and you get their reaction when you see them, oh, guess what happened? What? Oh my. Yeah, you want that type of reaction, because you wanna be in theatre mode when you're telling that story. So they get the gist of it. They get wagwan for it. And you don't always get that over the phone and stuff like that, you know. So this one's about who's your real friend, innit? At the end of the day, your real friend is people that are going to stick with you thick and thin. They're going to see you in the jailhouse. They're going to see when you come out. They're going to be the one to popping the champagne on you. They're going to be the one that makes sure that you have something in your pocket. And if you're talking about financial times, if they can help, they will help. They won't just give advice or not listen, because we always need someone to listen to us as well, because that's really important. At some points, having someone to listen to, or having someone that is going to listen to you, is very helpful, because you might just need to just let that feeling out. Oh, I've been feeling like this, and I couldn't talk to anyone. Oh, you know, you can always talk to me, you know. I'll always listen to you. That from your friend will be so comforting, and it will allow you to say, you know what? I'm so thankful. And I've said that about my friend who I mentioned at the beginning. I've said it to him many a times. I said, I'm so thankful that I have a friend like you, you know. And yeah, man, he appreciates it. And I appreciate him as a friend, you know, because we'll come up to soon, like 30 years being friends, which is mad. Mad. It's mad to think about that. And you've only had one argument. I'm very thankful for that. Again, I try not to be an argumentative person with my friends anyway, because I just know how I can push the levels of things. So I just try and be more understanding as well, because you've got a lot more time for them. So you've got to be a lot more understanding, because you've classed them as your best friend or your friend. So yeah, I have that time for them. And I don't class everyone as my friend now that I'm at this age. I class them as people who I know, acquaintances, colleagues, and just those other people, innit, that know you but don't really know you. Yeah, them. And then you've got my friends, and then my best friends. But I treat everyone and trying to give everyone the same level of respect on how I would like it. So when I do have times when I need to call on my friends, they're able to provide me with the right type of information, or just a good lift up at the end of the day. I remember I was going through something not too long ago, and my friend said to me, but you know what? I know you're someone who's better than that. That's all he kept on saying. I know you're someone who is better than that. And that let me say, boy, my man is right, you know, I am better than that. And I am probably thinking really irrationally right now, but he's making me see the light, as in, I am better than that. I can do better than that. And I will do better than that because he said it to me and I believe it, you know. So have good people around you, innit? Think about these individuals who you do have around you and how they operate, you know. It might not work within life now. It worked in life when you was in your 20s, but now when you're in your 30s, boy, that's not really what I really want from a friend, from that perspective. And I get it. Sometimes friendships, they fizzle out. Like, there needs to be respect on both sides, from them and you. But it's something that you got to work out. You got to keep figuring out. And some people are worth the journey, because what they bring to your life it's just different, innit? It just makes everything come together. And if you could make those memories with those people as friends, going to barbecues, going out, raving, all that type of thing, you know, do that with the right people, man, because it's hard to find those right people in life who you class as your friends, and they're not just any of the other people bringing you down or doing the other negativity stuff or bringing negative energy into your life. Yeah, this is Friends in Your 30s. Make sure you subscribe.